Can you stand up from a chair without using your hands or arms for support? If you can do this simple movement at 80, you're in the top 10% of healthy seniors. And I'm about to show you exactly why this matters and how to master it. There's one specific muscle group that predicts your longevity better than almost any medical test. And most doctors never even check it. Janet, a vibrant 78-year-old from Phoenix, could barely get out of her favorite armchair last year. Her family was worried she'd need assisted living soon. Today, she stands up effortlessly and even volunteers at her local community center 3 days a week. Test 1. The Chair Rise Challenge. This single movement reveals more about your health than you might imagine. When you can rise from a seated position without using your hands, you're demonstrating exceptional lower body strength, balance, and coordination that most people your age have already lost. Research from Johns Hopkins University shows that this simple test predicts fall risk and mortality rates with remarkable accuracy. The study followed over 2,000 adults aged 51 to 80 for 6 years, and those who couldn't perform the chair rise had 3 times higher risk of falls and fractures. Your quadriceps muscles, located in the front of your thighs, are the primary drivers of this movement. These muscles lose strength faster than any other muscle group as we age, declining by up to 8% per year after age 60. When these muscles weaken, your entire body becomes vulnerable. You lose the ability to catch yourself when you stumble, you struggle with stairs, and simple daily activities become dangerous challenges. The hip muscles that stabilize your pelvis during this movement also play a crucial role in preventing the sideways falls that cause the most serious injuries. Poor performance on this test indicates a 300% higher risk of falls and fractures within the next 2 years. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among seniors, and hip fractures alone result in a 20% mortality rate within the first year. Beyond the immediate physical dangers, the fear of falling creates a cycle where you become less active, leading to further muscle weakness and increased fall risk. This downward spiral can transform an independent senior into someone requiring constant assistance. The solution is surprisingly simple and requires no equipment or gym membership. Start by practicing the movement daily, beginning with arm assistance if needed. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest and lean slightly forward. Push through your heels and rise slowly, focusing on using your leg muscles rather than momentum. If you need help initially, place your hands on your thighs for minimal assistance, gradually reducing the support as you get stronger. Thomas from Seattle went from needing help to standing independently in just 3 weeks of daily practice. He started by placing his hands on his knees for support, then progressed to just fingertips, and finally achieved the full movement unassisted. His confidence soared, and he began taking daily walks again, something he'd avoided for months. Start testing yourself today, because your independence depends on it. Test 2. The Balance Stand. Can you stand on one foot for 30 seconds with your eyes closed? This challenge tests your proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space, which is crucial for preventing falls and maintaining independence. Mayo Clinic research demonstrates that balanceability directly links to brain health and cognitive function. The study showed that seniors who could maintain single-leg balance for less than 10 seconds had a 40% higher risk of developing dementia within the next decade. Your inner ear contains tiny organs called otoliths that help detect gravity and linear motion. As you age, these structures deteriorate, sending less accurate signals to your brain about your body's position. Additionally, the nerve pathways that carry balance information from your feet to your brain slow down, creating delays in your body's ability to correct itself when you start to fall. The visual system also plays a role, which is why closing your eyes makes the test significantly more challenging. Poor balance increases your risk of cognitive decline because the brain systems responsible for balance overlap with those controlling memory and executive function. When your brain constantly struggles to maintain balance, it has less capacity for other cognitive tasks. This creates a vicious cycle where poor balance leads to reduced physical activity, which further accelerates both physical and mental decline. The fear of falling becomes so overwhelming that many seniors restrict their activities, leading to social isolation and depression. Practice single-leg stands daily, progressing from eyes open to closed as your balance improves. Start by standing near a wall or sturdy piece of furniture for safety. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and hold for as long as possible, aiming for 30 seconds. Once you can achieve this with eyes open, try closing your eyes for shorter periods, gradually increasing the time. Switch legs and repeat the exercise. Perform this routine twice daily, preferably in the morning when you're most alert, and in the evening to reinforce the neural pathways. Diane from Miami improved her balance time from 5 to 45 seconds in 2 months through consistent practice. She started by holding onto a kitchen counter, then progressed to just touching it lightly with one finger, and finally achieved independent balance. Her doctor was amazed by her improvement during her annual checkup. Don't wait until you fall, because strengthening your balance now prevents future injuries and maintains your cognitive sharpness. Test 3. The Grip Strength Indicator. Your handshake reveals your heart health in ways that might surprise you. Grip strength serves as a window into your overall muscle mass and cardiovascular fitness. Harvard Medical School studies spanning over 20 years show that grip strength predicts cardiovascular health more accurately than blood pressure readings in some cases. The research followed 140,000 adults across 17 countries and found that every 11-pound decrease in grip strength correlated with a 17% higher risk of cardiovascular death. Your hands contain 34 muscles that work together to create gripping force. These muscles require significant blood flow and nerve coordination to function properly. When your cardiovascular system struggles to deliver oxygen-rich blood efficiently, your grip strength diminishes. The same arterial stiffness that affects your heart also impacts the blood vessels in your hands and arms. Additionally, the muscle mass throughout your body tends to decline together, so weak hands often indicate weak legs, weak core, and weak heart muscle. Weak grip strength correlates with higher heart disease risk because it reflects your body's overall muscle quality and metabolic health. People with poor grip strength have higher rates of diabetes, high blood pressure, and arterial disease. The connection goes beyond simple correlation because muscle tissue acts as a metabolic organ, helping regulate blood sugar and inflammation levels. When you lose muscle mass, your body becomes less efficient at processing nutrients and managing stress hormones that damage your cardiovascular system. Squeeze a tennis ball or stress ball 10 times, 3 times daily, to strengthen your grip and improve circulation. Hold each squeeze for 5 seconds, then release slowly. You can also practice opening and closing your hands rapidly 20 times, then making fists and rotating your wrists in circles. Another effective exercise involves picking up small objects like coins or buttons and placing them in a container. These activities not only strengthen your grip, but also improve the fine motor control that helps with daily tasks like buttoning clothes or opening medication bottles. Carlos from Denver increased his grip strength by 40% in 6 weeks and noticed his blood pressure readings improved at his next doctor visit. He started carrying a stress ball everywhere and squeezed it during TV commercials and while waiting in line. His handwriting became steadier and he no longer struggled with tight jar lids. Your heart health starts in your hands, so strengthen them today because every squeeze builds cardiovascular resilience. Test 4. The Walking Speed Test. How fast you walk predicts how long you'll live with startling accuracy. Walking speed serves as a vital sign for seniors because it reflects the integration of multiple body systems working together. The CDC research shows that walking speed below 2.5 feet per second indicates increased mortality risk, while speeds above 3.3 feet per second suggest exceptional health for your age group. The study tracked 34,000 seniors for 10 years and found that walking speed predicted survival better than many traditional medical tests. Normal walking requires coordination between your cardiovascular system, nervous system, musculoskeletal system, and respiratory system. Your heart must pump blood efficiently to deliver oxygen to working muscles. Your lungs must extract oxygen from air and remove carbon dioxide. Your muscles must generate force in precise timing patterns. Your nervous system must coordinate balance, forward propulsion, and obstacle avoidance. When any of these systems decline, your walking speed slows down proportionally. Slow walking speed indicates increased mortality risk because it reflects multiple health problems simultaneously. People who walk slowly have higher rates of heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and cognitive decline. The reduced walking speed often precedes other health crises by months or years, making it an early warning system for serious health problems. Additionally, slow walking creates a negative cycle where reduced activity leads to further physical decline, social isolation, and loss of independence. Walk for 20 minutes daily, gradually increasing your pace until you feel slightly breathless, but can still hold a conversation. Start with a comfortable speed and increase your pace for 30-second intervals every few minutes. Use landmarks to measure your progress, timing how long it takes to walk between two familiar points. Focus on taking longer strides rather than faster steps, as this builds the hip and leg strength that powers efficient walking. Maintain good posture with your head up and arms swinging naturally at your sides. Linda from Boston went from shuffling slowly to striding confidently in 6 weeks by following this simple progression. She started by walking to her mailbox and back, then extended her route to include the entire block. Her energy levels increased dramatically, and she began sleeping better at night. Pick up your pace today because your life literally depends on maintaining the walking speed that keeps all your body systems functioning optimally. Test 5. The Stair Climb Assessment. Climbing stairs without getting winded shows exceptional lung and heart health that most seniors have lost. The American Heart Association uses stair climbing as a cardiac fitness test because it quickly reveals how well your cardiovascular system responds to increased demands. Research shows that people who can climb 2 flights of stairs without stopping have a 30% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who must pause for breath. The test simulates the cardiac stress of daily activities and predicts your ability to handle physical emergencies. Stair climbing demands rapid increases in heart rate, blood pressure, and oxygen consumption. Your heart must pump 3 to 4 times more blood per minute compared to resting levels. Your leg muscles require immediate oxygen delivery to power the upward movement against gravity. Your respiratory system must extract oxygen more efficiently while removing the carbon dioxide produced by working muscles. The coordination required to lift your body weight repeatedly while maintaining balance challenges multiple systems simultaneously. Breathlessness on stairs indicates poor cardiovascular health because your heart and lungs cannot meet the increased oxygen demands. This limitation affects your ability to respond to emergencies, limits your daily activities, and predicts future cardiac events. People who avoid stairs due to breathlessness often develop a fear of physical exertion that leads to further deconditioning. The resulting cycle of avoidance and weakness accelerates the loss of cardiovascular fitness and independence. Practice stair climbing daily, starting with just 5 steps and gradually increasing as your fitness improves. Begin by climbing slowly, focusing on steady breathing rather than speed. Use the handrail for balance, but avoid pulling yourself up with your arms. Rest at the top if needed, but try to reduce the recovery time each day. If you don't have stairs at home, use the steps at your local library, community center, or shopping mall. Start with one flight and work toward 2 or 3 flights without stopping. Eugene from Texas went from avoiding stairs completely to climbing 2 flights easily in 8 weeks of consistent practice. He started with just 3 steps on his front porch, then progressed to the full staircase in his home. His doctor was impressed by his improved cardiovascular test results at his next appointment. Take the stairs today because your heart needs this challenge to stay strong and responsive to life's demands. Test 6. The flexibility check. Can you touch your toes without bending your knees? This simple flexibility test reveals the health of your arteries and spine in ways that most people never consider. Research from Stanford University shows that flexibility correlates directly with arterial health, as the same collagen proteins that keep your muscles and tendons elastic also maintain the flexibility of your blood vessels. The study found that people who could touch their toes had 20% better arterial function compared to those with limited flexibility. Your hamstring muscles, located on the back of your thighs, connect to your pelvis and influence your lower back posture. When these muscles become tight, they pull your pelvis backward, creating excessive curve in your lower spine. This misalignment compresses spinal discs and pinches nerves, leading to chronic pain and reduced mobility. The same inflammatory processes that stiffen your muscles also affect your arteries, creating a connection between physical flexibility and cardiovascular health. Poor flexibility indicates increased risk of heart disease because arterial stiffness prevents your blood vessels from expanding and contracting efficiently with each heartbeat. Stiff arteries force your heart to work harder to pump blood, leading to higher blood pressure and increased cardiac stress. The inflammatory chemicals that cause muscle tightness also damage the inner lining of blood vessels, promoting the formation of dangerous plaques. This creates a cycle where physical stiffness accelerates cardiovascular aging. Stretch for 10 minutes daily, focusing on your hamstrings, calves, and lower back muscles. Sit on the edge of a chair with one leg extended straight in front of you. Lean forward gently, reaching toward your toes while keeping your back straight. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch legs. You can also lie on your back and pull one knee toward your chest, holding for 30 seconds before switching sides. Perform these stretches after walking or light activity when your muscles are warm. Nancy from Florida regained her flexibility and reduced her joint pain significantly in just 4 weeks of daily stretching. She started barely able to reach her shins and progressed to touching her toes comfortably. Her morning stiffness disappeared, and she began gardening again, an activity she'd given up due to back pain. Start stretching now because stiffness leads to serious health problems that limit your mobility and independence. These 6 simple tests reveal your true biological age and predict your future health better than many expensive medical screenings. The remarkable news is that every single one of these abilities can be improved at any age through consistent practice and dedication. You have the power to reverse your aging process starting today by incorporating these movements into your daily routine. If you can do all 6 tests, congratulations, because you're aging in reverse. Tell us in the comments which test was hardest for you. And don't forget to share this video with other seniors who want to stay strong and independent. Like this video if you're ready to take control of your health, and subscribe for more life-changing health tips that actually work.